Alright, hello people, I'm the Dude, and this is the Land of Dude. My own EQ Emu server. You can look up how to run EQ Emu. If you just want to join someone else's server, it's pretty easy. If you want to run your own, it's very complicated. I'll try and answer any questions if anyone has any, but that's not really what this video is about. This video and the series is going to be about exploring Everquest. I'm going to continue my exploration of Everquest. Before it was on EQ Live, now it's on my own server, but same thing, pretty much. This is our character. We are going to be a Shadow Knight. Eventually I'll change classes to a different character, depending. But for now, we're an Ixar Shadow Knight. And we have the starter Ixar Shadow Knight item, weapon, that you get for free. Pon's Kirky, which is kind of terrible. I've started out with a mount. This little button right here, this little hotkey, will create a mount for me. For you role players out there, let's just say that my family, I don't know, bred horses or something. And this is inheritance. And I've also started out with this bag of platinum. This is going to be a lot of platinum. The reason it doesn't matter is there's no bazaar here. This is my own server. There's no one else here to run, to put stuff on the auction house. The only thing that platinum's going to do is let me buy spells. Really. That's it. So this is going to be a lot of platinum, but don't get all freaked out. All the gear comes from drops, so it's not that useful. But other than that, we have party members. I rolled up some party members for us. Sarah here is named after the Hall & Oates song, or the Hall & Oates song is named after her. One of the two, take your pick. She is a cleric. She has a basic mace, and I think she has like a cloth shirt on, and very nice cleavage, indeed. I love the human-female model. Good stuff. Sexy, and she knows it. Carl Sagan. He's going to be Carl Sagan eventually. I can't give him a surname yet, because you have to be level 20. But eventually he's going to be Carl Sagan. He's, I don't know, like 80-year-old Carl Sagan that lost 4 feet over the years, but it is him. He's a magician. He's basically there because I wanted the best damage shield in the game. I am a Shadow Knight after all. But he's going to do a lot of damage, and he gets a pet and all kinds of other good stuff. Bubbles is the next stripper, if you can't tell. Doesn't she look like a stripper? She's an enchanter. She's here for support, basically. I needed someone with mana buff. Mana, mind candy. And the bards are broken. I can't get the bard to work right. I was going to go with the bard, but this'll work. Stripper Bubbles. Flower here is a beast lord. She has some kind of ethereal ghost Viking helmet on. I don't know why. I didn't do that. Maybe it's a family heirloom. I don't know. She's very attached to it because I can't seem to take it off of her. So, good stuff. And then Frog from Chrono Trigger decided to join Everquest. In this case, he's a rogue. And he's going to do the backstabbings. Let's go ahead and invite my team members. Get them all in the party. There we go. That should be all of them. And apparently Bubbles starts with a buff. She starts with a strength buff. Good stuff. And she's casting it. Okay, good. Yeah, she's giving everyone strength buff. And, oh, Sarah started with something as well. Oh, she started with an HP buff. Okay. Oh, an HP AC buff. Okay, good. Courage. Apparently level 1 clerics get courage. I did not know that. I've never actually played a cleric for very long. Yeah, Frog. Good. Okay, so, we don't need to pick up quests, being that this is EverQuest. You can just get the items and then turn it in. So we're gonna do that. Oh, here's a scaled wolf. Oh, you got wrecked, friend. Oops. These scales are actually for a quest. Yeah, loose scales. And we've got a froglock. A froglock slave patrol. Just roaming around. We're going to head to the Field of Bone first. Eventually we will talk to the NPCs. I already know what items I need to turn in the basic quests. So we're going to try to find those items. In fact, this guy right here, She-Star, is one of them. He has She-Star's Scaled Coif. My father was a great blacksmith. He taught me how to make great items, such as the she-star scaled coif. Alas, smithing was not my rebirth, but rather the life of a warrior. I think Ixars get reborn into their new lives or something like that. She-star scaled coif. The she-star scaled coif was a light coif my father would fashion out of loose scales from... Yeah, see, that's what we just found. From the scaled wolves. I have some scales on me, and if you bring me 3 loose scales, I will have enough to craft... Okay, good. Oh, he wants 5 gold. Okay. We'll have plenty of platinum, so it won't matter. If I remember right, I need multiple of those because... I remember coming here many times. Let's bust out our mount. Mainly because this was very popular in Kunark. Even after Kunark, it's a really popular newbie zone. And this is... I think there's even merchants here, if I remember right. Yeah, there are. I didn't know there were this many, though. I think if I remember right, they're upstairs. We'll see what they have to sell for... Oops. For the hell of it. Get off the mount for now. We can always get her back in a minute. Oh, they sell patched hide armor. Okay. Interesting. I guess I could buy a set of this. First, we're going to sell our platinum bag, which I told you about earlier, and as you can see, we're going to get a ton of platinum for it. We're not going to want for money. Let's just get a set of this stuff. It's better than nothing. For now. Not going to worry about the, our group mates. They'll get equipment as we go, but for now I just want something for my character, because I am tanking after all. Being able to tank and not die instantaneously would be nice. Looks like I can't wear it. Interesting. Huh, okay. Huh, it won't let me wear the helmet, for some reason. But I have a shield now, so that's good. So I can actually bash. I can get that skill up. Oh, it's a very sexy shield, too. Let's see, what do you have to sell? Oh, weapons, okay. Is there anything faster than what I have? I think what I have is like a 24 or a 20-something. 26. No, thank you. Oh, it's a throwing axe. No. We might want to take... Nah. I'm not going to worry about getting the other weapon skills up right off the bat. I'm going to work on that later. I'm tempted to take the machete, just because falchions look pretty cool. And this little flaccid, whatever the hell this thing is, looks really pathetic. I forgot what it's called. Pons Kirky. It's not very awe-inspiring. Let's see, I think there's 2 more merchants on the other side, it said. We'll see what they have to sell, and then we'll go exploring. I don't know what this symbol is, but it's everywhere. In Kunark and around Kabylis and all that. Maybe it's the symbol of the Ixars, I don't know. Interesting. The wind is blowing outside and something just slammed into the wall. Probably one of the trees. Warlord Ziz. Who is dual wielding? Hail. He doesn't want to talk to us. Oh, there we go. There's little time for talk. There are plenty of tiny invaders. Do your parts and exterminate as many as you can. All of Kabylis shall look favorably upon you in the long run. Shall they now? For glory! Tiny invaders. The small scorpions have been turning up everywhere. One can hardly sleep when thinking of the little monsters. Please crush as many as you can for the greater good. Even pay a bounty. Oh, he pays a bounty. For every 4 scorpion pincers. Okay, I didn't actually know about that quest. Which means I'm slipping. Let's see. Okay, so there's one over here and there's one on the far side that way. Hello, friend. Naman. That's probably food. We don't need food as of yet. But I guess we could get 20 of each. We're gonna need food eventually. That is not drink, sadly. Bladder of lizard milk. That sounds yummy. Lizard milk. Not my first choice, but we'll go with it. He's got his own bed out here in this, like, shanty town on the edge of Kabilis. Oh, hello there. Bat wings? Interesting. Belt pouch. Fishing pole. I could get a fishing pole, do some fishing. Although if I do that, I'm going to do it later, not right now. Oh, he has bags. How many slots? Large 8. Very good. Yes, please. Okay, let's... I can't wear that for some reason, so sell that. Give me the bag. We're going to put everything in the bag real quick, and then we're going to get some more bags. Because inventory space is good. I don't need the band-aids. I'm not going to be using them. Was never really a fan of bandages in the first place, even back in original EverQuest when everyone was using them. Let's see. Buy. Yes, please. I'm going to leave one space, because there's plenty of items in this game you can't activate unless you put them in your top inventory slot. Like the mount. Speaking of which, we're going to get back on our mount. And off we go. So this little pathway right here leads out of Kabilis, and it leads straight to the Field of Bone, if I remember right. Ooh, we have a scorpion. If you remember right, he wants us to kill the scorpions. So let us do so. Goodbye. Our team of 6 here is going to be really, really strong for the newbie area. It's going to taper off eventually, once we get to content that's meant to be grouped. You're not meant to group in the newbie area, but we're doing it anyways. Decaying skeleton. Goodbye. Okay, the mount is more of a hindrance than a help at the moment, because these things are going to die really quickly. Sure, go ahead and give me everything. We need the loose scales from the wolf pups. Let's just see if he's aggro or not. He's not. I was completely wrong. I could have sworn these were aggro. Maybe it's the bigger ones in the Field of Bone. What about the scorpion? The scorpion is aggro, okay. So it's not just the skeletons and the Ixars. My memory isn't totally, completely, and hideously wrong. Being level 2, very good. Our party will level up with us. When we're level 2, they're level 2. When we're level 3, they're level 3. And they also get their spells automatically, which is a godsend. If you've ever tried to box, buying every single one of your character's spells individually and then memorizing them, and it takes forever. That was the one thing I hated about boxing, was updating spells. And I have a lot of spellcasters in this group, so not getting very many loose scales at the moment, which is disappointing. Getting quite a bit of loot from the scorpions, though, the pincers. So this is the start of the noob area, by the way. This is where all the basic mobs are, the really easy ones. The POK book is over there somewhere, probably over that ridge. And the Field of Bone itself is right over here. There's multiple entrances. It's this big flattened area in the middle where apparently Jedidar and Gnak fell out of the sky. I don't know if they created the crater or what, but this is where Jedidar's skeleton is. And these mobs are a bit tougher. Let's see if these wolves are aggro or not. They are. See, I wasn't completely wrong. I knew some of the wolves are aggro. The cool thing about this area is that if you stick to these sides, none of the mobs will attack you. If you stick to any of the sides, going all the way around, you're perfectly safe. It's when you go out in the middle to pull mobs that you get in trouble. We're going to start on the end here, and we're going to work our way across. Murdering everything. Hello, friend. Ooh, red. Oh, got 2 of them. I may very well die here. I didn't mean to get both. Oh god, I'm going to die. No. I'm dead. Oh! Get him! Sick him! Oh. I didn't get Sid aggro either. Interesting. Oh, we lost someone. Who did we lose? Bubbles. Bubbles died. No. Bubbles! The ex-stripper goes down. Oh, that sounded wrong. That's not what I meant. Okay, so I set up some buttons off screen to resummon our party members to get them back. And I get aggro again. Bubbles, join us. We need your awesomeness. No, don't die. Pull aggro, please. Oh god. I think I'm dead. Maybe. Yep, I'm dead. Bubbles got there too late. I think I probably should have waited a little bit longer to start fighting the center of the field of bone. I'm only level 2. These things are all red and yellow. Or I should be pulling them to the wall, actually, is what I should be doing. Probably would be easier to do if I'd have memorized my spells. Or my spell. I think I only have one at the moment. Let's see what, I know there's a vendor here. No? Here. Do you have the low-level spells? You do. Very good. Okay, so buy one of these. I should just buy one of everything. I'm sure I'm going to need them eventually. I got plenty of bag space now, so I'm not really worried. We did hit level 2. I don't know what our level 2 spell is. Hopefully it's something good. Like Life Spike. Or Leering Corpse or something. Something interesting. For every good, useful spell there is in this game, there's terrible, horribly situational spells that you just never use. When do I get Clinging Darkness? Level 11. Okay. Okay, so we should have all our low-level spells now, hopefully. Let's see which one of these was level 2. That's level 6. Shadow Step. That is the epitome of situational. Oh, here we go. Sense of the Dead. Awesome. Just what I always wanted. That's never going to get used. Here was our level 1 spell. It was in POK, so I got it before the video started. They actually don't sell it in Kabilis. I don't know why. But we now have it memorized, so we do technically have a ranged attack. I'm just going to jump down here. Should be okay. And run back out to the field of bone. We're going to resummon our team and try to go back to the explorings. Hopefully this time Bubbles doesn't go down immediately. I mean, it's not her fault. It was a red. And somehow she pulled aggro, even though I was spamming the taunt button. Although my taunt skill right now is probably all of 2, if I'm lucky. So, I was spamming the button. You wouldn't think the enchanter would be the one to pull aggro. But, apparently her staff, which has hideously bad stats, was enough. Let's see, spawn. Come back to me, party members. Through the magic of summoning hotkeys. Let's see, invite. If I move away from them and invite, they'll move to me. There we go. And get off each other so I can actually click. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we're back in business. We've already died once. Fairly horribly. At level 1, 2, 3, stuff like that, you can die at the drop of a hat. You just gotta be careful. Which I wasn't doing at all. Are you gonna heal up? I want to go fight with you at 27% health. It seems like Sarah's not doing her job. Come on, Sarah. Don't be jealous of Bubbles. Give her some heals. Best thing about this level is their mana comes back insanely fast. They get like a fourth of their mana back every tick. So, she's at high enough for my liking. Put that over there. Get back on our fearless steed, who I'm gonna have to name eventually. It's actually a nightmare. As you can see, it's got fire hooves. The coolest thing about this mount, which I don't think anyone ever noticed, if you watch the front of the nose, the snout, there's flames coming out, right? But when you start running, it looks like it's coming out of its ass. it farts fire, basically, when it's running, when it's in full sprint. I don't think anyone ever noticed that. Other than me, because there's something wrong with me, of course. So I think we'll kill a couple more of these easier ones, and then we'll try to get back into the field of bone. We will be exploring the rest of the zone, but for now, everything's going to try and kill us. We need a little bit more XP. Goodbye. I didn't even get to attack that one. They're overzealous as hell. Yeah, let's turn off Where is it? I forgot what the hotkey is for the options. Never. No, not drop. Where's loot? I don't want the no drop loot. Warning. I can't find it. Consent. No. Custom to destroy. Loot all. Apparently I'm blind. I can't find it. Fast drop. I could have sworn it was right there. Huh. Maybe there's a... Oh god, they just killed everything. Maybe there's a command for it. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But, seeing as there's no one else to fight over loot, there's no reason to keep it up, basically. I'm gonna have to figure... And everything apparently is no drop here. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn it off. Oh, we found a shield. XR Targ shield. Scorpion just jumped me. And it's better. It's twice as good. Very cool. Probably looks better too, would be my guess. Yes, it does. It's got that flower symbol that you see everywhere. Again, I don't know what the flower means. Probably something to do with the XR. What is this? Oh, just a straight up wolf scale, okay. We are level 3, which means we could learn our level 3 spell, whatever the hell it is. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of more. And try and get to level 4, and then we'll hit the Field of Bone. With our full party, it shouldn't be too bad. As long as everything isn't extremely red. Hello, friend. He apparently was not happy with his unlife. Scale the wolf. Bubbles hasn't pulled aggro yet, but then nothing is nothing is lasting more than a half a second, so I'm not surprised. And apparently our mage is using a fire pet. I did not notice. I know there's a command to tell him to choose what pet to use, but at this point I don't really care. It doesn't matter. This low level, he can use anything he wants. Later on, I'll probably have him using the water pet backstabbing. Assuming we get that far. I'm still level 3. Wow, XP has slowed down quite a bit. I'm gonna break my my own word and go ahead and go back into the Field of Bone. See how badly I can get annihilated. Another red. Okay. Oh, damn. He just charged in without me. Okay, I successfully taunted. Good. She's healing me. Even better. And there we go, level 4. Very good. Sure. Loot whatever the hell that was. So the giant scorpion wasn't so bad. After all, does she have any mana? She has no mana. Let's go and let the healer get some mana. Maybe that's what happened last time. Because she's gonna regenerate mana extremely quickly anyways. I'm gonna go back out real quick and check out the screenshots. Go back. So they've got a screenshot of what is it, Faradar? See if I can say it right. Jaladar. So they've got a screenshot of Jaladar. We're about to see him. They've got a screenshot of the outside of Kabilis. We just saw that. I don't know what the hell this is. Garg Overboard? I don't know who the hell that is. I've never seen him before. Interesting. Screenshot of the zone to what looks like Emerald Jungle. Screenshot of the coast. Kern's Tower. Another one of the zones. Possibly the Swamp of No Hope. And then the Tangren. We're going to see the Tangren eventually. Yeah, see, she got her mana back pretty quickly. There's my corpse over here, but I don't think it matters at this level. If I remember right, nothing stays on the corpse. Yeah. So it is not a problem. Are you hostile? That might be a named, because it doesn't have A at the beginning. Interesting. This footpad, yeah, he's definitely going to be hostile. So we're going to taunt him. Fail a taunt, apparently. But he died so fast, it didn't matter. I don't know how tough this bone crawler is. Like I said, I think it's a named, but we're going to try it anyways. Let's hit him with a poison dot. Okay, that was a joke. Oh, he didn't drop anything interesting. Just a bunch of random spider parts. Oh well, that'll work. More skeletons. I don't want the scorpion and the skeleton, please. One or the other. That did not go well last time. Hello, friend. See if we can taunt him. Come on. Nope. But he's dying so damn fast, it doesn't matter. Apparently. Ooh, a weapon. And it doesn't look like crap. I'm gonna go kill that skeleton and steal his weapon. Eventually, yeah. Yes, please, whatever the hell that was. Eventually we're gonna find some better equipment. It's just, I don't even know if there are named in the Field of Bone. Offhand, I don't think there are. Not for our level, anyway. But eventually we will find some named, we will murder them, and we will take their gear. Give me your sword, friend. He's attacking Bubbles again. Let's see. Oh, wow, the delay is terrible. It's technically probably about as good if you take into account the damage versus delay difference, but it's also really slow. So, that is a problem. I need a fast weapon. Let's see what my skill is at. It's probably terrible. Yeah, I've got 4. I've got a whopping 4 skill in one-handed slashing so far. So, that's good. Didn't actually see what my bash and taunt skill were, but they're probably equally terrible. More loose scales, very good. Like I said, we need those. There's Jaladar's skeleton right there, by the way. He's one of the Ring of Scale. In fact, I think he was the leader of the Ring of Scale. He had his battle with the Emperor of the Ixar, and when they died, his body fell down to Earth right here and then just decayed. And his skeleton's still there, apparently. I'm going to sneak over to the far side over here, where apparently they're all Biryani. Didn't remember that. Interesting. It could be just a fluke spawn, but I thought, oh, level 5. I thought there were other mobs over here as well, but apparently not. It's just Biryani. And they're tougher because they can cast. They have spells. Excavator. Yeah, this is not gonna get... I think we'll go and end the episode here. We'll come back and we'll continue with the Field of Bone next. But for now, I'm kind of hesitant to take on the Biryani. From what I remember, they stack dots on you and slows and all kinds of nastiness. So, and we're only level 5. They're all Redcon, probably, so we'll be back. Okay, so in my old EverQuest Live playthrough series, several people had asked for me to talk about the lore when I go into a new zone. I was never really big into the lore, so I don't actually know much of it myself. I am looking it up, but I can read it and make comments. According to Zam, the Field of Bone is a dry area located in the northeastern area of Kunark. The Field of Bone gets its name from the former reservoir of Kabilis, which is now home to bones and wandering undead, remnants of a battle in years past. The area, while bone dry itself, is surrounded by plant life and wetlands. The Swamp of No Hope lies to the south, while thick forestry sits to the east and to the west. The cliff on the north end leads to the Kunark coastline of Timorous Deep. Long before the elves discovered Kunark, a great war took place between the Ixar and the Ring of Scale. The final battle in this war occurred in the sky above what is now the Field of Bone. Oh, interesting. Jaladar, leader of the Ring of Scale, and Emperor Ganak of the Ixars fought with one another until they were both destroyed. To this day, Jaladar's bones remain in the barren field. Right, yeah. In the center of the Field of Bone, there's a dragon skeleton. Interesting. So a war between Ixar and dragons took place above the Field of Bone. Very, very interesting. EverQuest Wiki says, Jaladar. Jaladar is the patron of the Dar Brood and the original head of the Ring of Scale on Kunark. Not much is known about his affairs before the rift between the Ring and the Claws of Vashon. Vashon's brood are the main dragons of Velius. Apparently the Ring of Scale are the Kunark dragons. Did not know that either. But it remains obvious that he agreed with a more direct policy of intervention with the mortals. Okay, so Gelidar, the leader of the Ring of Scale, wants to kick our asses, basically. Nevertheless, he remained a conservative figure in the Ring of Scale, which resulted in another rift that had the potential of turning into a civil strife over the idea of how to deal with the Sibylician Empire. Those are the Ixar on Kunark. Interesting. So he led the Ring of Scale, but he caused a civil war? Or sorry, he almost caused a civil war. Okay. Gelidar was the leader of the Ring of Scale, the breakaway group of dragons that felt that it was the place of the dragons to rule over mortals. He fathered the Dar brood, and was later succeeded by his daughter after the aerial battle with Ganak. So that's when they fought over the Field of Bone. How were the Ixar fighting in the air? It makes sense the dragons could, but the Ixar can't fly. He is known as the first brood dragon. Oh, so he's one of the first dragons. Interesting. Before leading the breakaway Ring of Scale, he played a part in the imprisoning of Kirafim, and is one of the few who remember how exactly to unlock the Sleeper's Tomb. Very cool. I hadn't actually thought about it till now, but as this is a brand new server, Kirafim is still alive. Alive and kicking. Well, asleep. He, she, whatever is technically asleep, but not dead yet. Very interesting. And this Gelidar guy, or dragon, is one of the few who knows how to release Kirafim, because he put Kirafim in the Sleeper's Tomb. Interesting. Very cool. So yeah, the Dragons of Kunark had a war with the Ixars. I already knew that, but I didn't know they fought over the Field of Bone, and I didn't know the skeleton in the Field of Bone was their leader. Their fearless leader, Gelidar. Pretty cool. It says Ganak led the Ixar forces. Not very much information about him. The last emperor of the Sather bloodline, Veneral Sather being the original leader of the Ixar. So Ganak is related to Veneral Sather, apparently. Was killed by Gelidar in the battle over what is now called the Field of Bone. Apparently they killed each other. Double KO. Fairly interesting. Anyways, so there's some lore for the Field of Bone. I'm going to tack it on to the end of the video because a lot of people don't care about lore. And they don't have to, they don't have to pay attention to it. As far as my experience with the Field of Bone, it was extremely popular. As far as the noob zone goes, it was really, really popular. Once Plane of Knowledge came out, it was really easy to get to, and people used it quite a bit, at least on my server, on ECI. It was one of the most popular ones. That one, Greater Fade Arc, was always popular. The tutorial, when they introduced the tutorial, obviously was popular. Whenever Lukeland first came out, the Voshir noob zone was really popular. I think that's probably it. But I liked the Field of Bone. I liked it quite a bit. I liked the easy access to Current's Tower, which was a pretty cool dungeon. I loved Kesora, and it just flowed really well. I mean, for a noob zone, you go right from the front of Kabilis to in front of the Field of Bone to the Field of Bone, past the Field of Bone where the Kesora entrance is, and that gets you all the way up to like level 10 to 15 or so. Then you can go to Current's Tower. So, and I liked the Field of Bone itself, the pit with all the mobs in it. They were easy to pull, basically. That wall around the edge there in the little pit, usually you didn't get ads unless you screwed up pulling. While you're fighting mobs, you very rarely got ads. So, very, very cool zone for a newbie area. And like I said, it flowed really well. You didn't have to run around a lot. It was point A to point B to point C, and you just got your levels. Very cool stuff. But anyways, there's some lore and I guess my general experience with Field of Bone. I'll see you guys next time. Bubbles. Flower here is a Beast Lord. She has some kind of ethereal ghost Viking helmet on. I don't know why. I didn't do that. Maybe it's a family heirloom. I don't know. She's very attached to it because I can't seem to take it off of her. So, good stuff. And then Frog from Chrono Trigger decided to join Everquest. In this case, he's a rogue. And he's going to do the backstabbings. Let's go ahead and invite my team members. Get them all in the party. There we go. That should be all of them. And apparently Bubbles starts with a buff. She starts with a strength buff. Good stuff. And she's casting it. Okay, good. Yeah, she's giving everyone strength buff. And, oh, Sarah started with something as well. Oh, she started with an HP buff. Okay. Oh, an HP AC buff. Okay, good. Courage. Apparently level 1 clerics get courage. I did not know that. I've never actually played a cleric for very long. Yeah, frog. Good. Okay, so, we don't need to pick up quests, being that this is Everquest. You can just get the items and then turn it in. So we're gonna do that. Oh, here's a scaled wolf. Oh, you got wrecked, friend. Oops. These scales are actually for a quest. Yeah, loose scales. And we've got a froglock. A froglock slave patrol. Just roaming around. We're going to head to the Field of Bone first. Eventually we will talk to the NPCs. Cloth shirt on. And very nice cleavage, indeed. I love the human female model. Good stuff. Sexy and she knows it. Carl Sagan. He's going to be Carl Sagan eventually. I can't give him a surname yet because you have to be level 20. But eventually he's going to be Carl Sagan. He's, I don't know, like 80-year-old Carl Sagan that lost 4 feet over the years, but it is him. He's a magician. He's basically there because I wanted the best damage shield in the game. I am a Shadow Knight after all. But he's going to do a lot of damage and he gets a pet and all kinds of other good stuff. Bubbles is an ex-stripper, if you can't tell. Doesn't she look like a stripper? She's an enchanter. She's here for support, basically. I needed someone with mana buff. Mana, mind candy. And the bards are broken. I can't get the bard to work right. I was going to go with the bard, but this'll work. Stripper. Alright, hello people, I'm the Dude, and this is the Land of Dude. My own EQ Emu server. You can look up how to run EQ Emu. If you just want to join someone else's server, it's pretty easy. If you want to run your own, it's very complicated. I'll try and answer any questions if anyone has any, but that's not really what this video is about. This video and the series is going to be about exploring Everquest. I'm going to continue my exploration of Everquest. Before it was on EQ Live, now it's on my own server, but same thing, pretty much. This is our character. We are going to be a Shadow Knight. Eventually I'll change classes to a different character, depending. But for now we're an Ixar Shadow Knight. And we have the starter Ixar Shadow Knight item, weapon, that you get for free. Pon's Kirky, which is kind of terrible. I've started out with a mount. This little button right here, this little hotkey, will create a mount for me. For you role players out there, let's just say that my family, I don't know, bred horses or something. And this is inheritance. And I've also started out with this bag of platinum. This is going to be a lot of platinum. The reason it doesn't matter is there's no bazaar here. This is my own server. There's no one else here to run, you know, to put stuff on the auction house. The only thing that platinum's going to do is let me buy spells. Really. That's it. So this is going to be a lot of platinum, but don't get all freaked out. I mean, all the gear comes from drops, so it's not that useful. But other than that, we have party members. I rolled up some party members for us. Sarah here is named after the Hall & Oates song, or the Hall & Oates song is named after her. One of the two, take your pick. She is a cleric. She has a basic mace, and I think she has like a